I think that's a wonderful message. And you actually are a very classically trained pianist, jazz musician, and one of our video questions from Leopard Scar 20 actually is about your...
Leopard Scar?
You gotta love the Leopard Scar. Leopard Scar 20 wants to know a little bit about your training ongoing, so we'll go ahead and roll that video.
Hey Gaga, this is Rudy Hernandez, one of your little monsters from Portland, Oregon. My question is I was just wondering if you still took piano training and vocal training to improve your skills. It'd be great to hear you answer my question. I can't wait to see you again here in Portland, Oregon, and pause up.
A cutie. I love my fans. Yes, I actually vocally rehearse every single day. I do a 30-minute warm-up every single day. It's been the same vocal warm-up that I've been doing since I was 11 years old. I've had my mentor, Don Lawrence, has been my voice teacher since I was 11, so it's over 10 years now. And in terms of piano, piano's funny. I mean, it's kind of this thing that always stays with you. I don't know if there's any pianists in this room, but if you don't practice for a little while and then you focus on it, you kind of get your chops back pretty quickly. So what I do mostly for piano is I try to find time when I'm in New York City or on the road to do shows and have jam sessions with my band just for fun. So whenever you see those really horrid photos of me looking drunk at a piano bar, I'm actually rehearsing. That's just how I like to rehearse. I like to have a couple martinis and play some Cole Porter, and that's just the way I like to learn. But stay in school.
So changing gears a little bit, I actually have a confession to make. So we'll pull a picture up here. I was you for Halloween in 2009.
You were? I want to see it. Which me?
And you can see it here. So,
fabulous.
On my hat.
Look at you.
So I guess transitioning to your style has inspired so many people.
Now, what is it about? Is it because it's a blonde in New York?
Blonde, and I have stars on my face and the long eyelashes.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I don't
There's
know.
poker chips on my hat and from Poker Face. So, okay. So many people, beyond just me, millions of people have been inspired by your style. And one of the fans would like to know, Sir Gaga official.
Sir Gaga.
Would like to know, with all the clothes you have, how do you decide what to wear every day, and what happens to the garments after they're worn?
How do I decide what to wear? It's actually not quite as complicated as some of you might imagine. I'll plan months ahead for certain things for example, at the Grammys, the Hussein Chilean vessel, although it's become known as the egg, he wants me to remind you it's the vessel. That took months and months of conception, and I wanted to do a whole performance art piece that began on the red carpet and ended after the performance. So certain things take a while, and yes, I do view the vessel as a fashion piece. But like today, I wore the same black dress because I wanted the fans to recognize me a certain way when I enter the Google building.
And also on the topic of style, you have tattoos. And one of the fans noticed that they're all on your left side. So Taylor Monster 15 would like to know, why are all of your tattoos on the left side of your body?
It was actually per my father's request.
So tell us more.
He asked that I remain on one side slightly normal. So I only have my tattoos on my left side. I'm also a lefty, so It's funny, my father, when I was a kid, he used to try to change my hands when I was little. And the doctor would be like, she was born that way, you can't. So I think maybe some of it, just from a neurological standpoint, it might be because I'm creatively driven by my left side, maybe that's why. But he's asked that I don't get any more on the right side for whatever reason. I think he sees this as my like Marilyn Monroe side, and this is my Iggy Pop side.
So beyond your style in clothes and tattoos, you also show tremendous style in your videos. And the Strooby-Doo would like to know, how do you come up with your video ideas? Every time I watch them, I'm stunned by the creativity and meaning. I love you, Lady Gaga. Strooby-Doo, you're a little monster.
Scooby-Doo?
Strooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo! It's good old faithful. I'm a creative person, and I just always, at some point, the idea comes to me, and the most important thing, I think, with creativity is that you honor your creativity and that you don't ever ignore it or go against what that creative image is telling you because of what society is projecting on you. I remember when I called Troy Carter, my manager from Amsterdam, and I was like, I want to be on a government-owned alien territory in space, and I want to be giving birth to my own head.
I was about to ask about the
And he
kaleidoscope.
was sort of, and I guess, you know, you hear the and he's like, why? And I said, because I see myself and my fans, and I feel that they give birth to me, and I give birth to them, and the eggs symbolize the race of the future, which bears no prejudice. So, you know, I have my own, and I'm like, then I'm showing him Francis Bacon photos, which is like all this, like, you know, bleeding imagery, and he's like, I don't get it, you know. We worked with Nick Knight on that video. If you think I'm bad, Nick Knight is, woo, he is so smart. I'm just like, Nick, I love you, but I don't understand what you're saying. I just really always, like just the other night, last night actually, I was laying in bed and I had this idea for an outfit, and I just made myself get up and I sketched it real fast, and then I went back to sleep. I think it's when you say, oh, I'm too tired, let me just go to bed. That's when the creativity stops coming. It's when you know, if God calls you, pick up the damn phone. Hello? I'm listening.
So on the topic of videos, you've obviously been this huge YouTube star. I was going to ask, and so is Doc of USA from Kentucky, what's your favorite YouTube video that isn't yours?
My favorite YouTube video that... It's so embarrassing, but I love it so much. I love the boy that, when he comes home from the dentist, I can't, because I always say, whenever I'm really tired before I do the show, I always go, is this real life? Because I'll have been up for like 30 hours straight doing interviews, and then I'll hear the, you know, and the show starts, and I just go, is this real life? And everybody goes, it is. You have to go on stage. I love that video. That poor boy.
There's also so many fan remixes and remakes of your songs on YouTube. I was wondering if you have a favorite there. I know there's Maria, the young girl, who I think really embodies a lot of what is interesting about technology.
Maria is just so special, and you know, she's like 10 years old, but even 10-year-olds today know how to work a webcam and upload a YouTube video, you know? And I think that is why this, for myself, my campaign and with my album has been so successful, is because I, too, am a child of the .com era. You know, my father ran an internet company when I was really young, so I was listening to lots of technology talk jargon over the dinner table, not understanding until much later what it all meant. But she's beautiful. She's very young, and she has a voice in the world, and she latched on to a song that was very risky for me to put out so soon, in my career, but if I could just touch maybe 10-year-olds in the world in every single continent, maybe I could make a difference.
Do we have the Maria video? I think it would be good for people to see it. I think we might have it queued.
She's just so amazing, you know, and it's so, what I would like to speak about is the way that we experience music now. We experience the music through the internet, but it has really great effects, and it also has really negative effects. The great effect is Maria. The negative effect is you sort of quite mathematically input your songs and your soul into a computer, and out spits out charts. So the fan experience now digitally is they buy the song and then they get into chat rooms and they watch the song climb a chart. But somebody like Maria has no pretension. She's wildly innocent and beautiful, and she only cares about the music and the lyrics. So what I'm working on doing now is creating a fan experience with the release of Born This Way that takes them a bit away from the computer in terms of the actual purchase of the song. I want to encourage the fans to experience the music and the lyrics removed of that sort of behind the computer banter. When I was a kid, I was standing outside of HMV praying that I saw Billy Joe's fingernail in the window, wanted to get my Green Day CD signed. I was hoping that I would see Tom York when Radiohead came in. You know, that is what I want to recreate for my fans. We've done it with the Monster Ball, and now I want to do it with album retail.
And you've also shown a lot of things from behind the scenes. So you had Gaga Vision on YouTube, and Gaga Info from Twitter would like to know, please, could you bring back Gaga Vision? We miss it so much. P.S. We love you, and we're so proud.
I love Gaga Vision. That was they were these little films that I was doing back when I first began touring, but I actually just got so busy that it was really difficult to have a camera in my face. You will never see me do reality television. It will never. Don't even ask. It will never happen. It will never happen. It's just, I'm not that kind of person. My whole life is a performance piece, so I don't need to have my picture taken to feel that I'm in a moment of art. So, but the good news is, as I'm planning the Born This Way ball, I have been speaking to Terry Richardson, who's this really amazing photographer. He wanted to film some of the making of process of what we're doing. So I'm hoping we can resurrect the Gaga Vision videos for the creation of the new tour, so you guys can creatively be more connected to how I make things.
That'd be great. So since we're at Google, this question is apropos. The Juan from Chicago, Illinois asks, have you ever Googled yourself just to see what came up?
Yes, of course I have.
When was the last time?
The last time, well, probably, well, last night I wanted to know if people knew that I was going to be here because everybody was telling me not to tweet. So I Googled and I didn't see enough come up, so I said, well, I'm tweeting. So.
That solved that problem.
So there.
Well, you have 443 million hits on Google for Lady Gaga, which basically means you don't have very much anonymity left at all. And I guess Pookie1234 from Colorado asks, are there ever moments the paparazzi doesn't recognize you?